Hello everyone, my name is Ethan.
My name is Aaron.
My name is Adam.
And I'm Drew.
We are Team MediCache and we have developed Therma. So Therma is a refrigerator monitoring system. So medical facilities, they store very expensive and valuable items. These items range from lip filler to vaccines to Botox. And typically what these facilities do is they store these items in refrigerators. So for the majority of the day, every day, you're going to have thousands of dollars worth of medical product being stored in these fridges. Now if something goes bad with the fridge, something could potentially go bad with thousands of dollars worth of product being stored in the fridge. So what we do is we monitor it. So we put a temperature sensor in the fridge. If this sensor detects any irregularities like sudden temperature change, then we immediately notify the staff so that they can recover their products before they go to waste. And now I'm going to hand you over to Aaron, who's going to give a demo of our project.
Thanks, Ethan. So our solution, ThermaTrace, is actually live and deployed on the web. So if you happen to go to thermatrace.net using your browser, you'll be able to navigate to our homepage where you can then sign in or sign up to our software. Now, once you sign in, you'll be taken to our central web dashboard where you can then start to use our software to monitor your temperatures, change your sensor settings, and manage the sensor locations and even inventory. So from here, you'll be able to see each individual sensor's temperature. This also comes with a live device status monitoring system. So you'll notice here that there is a little light here next to each sensor indicating that it is currently connected to the backend. From here, you'll be able to see a map, a live map view of where your locations are in the real world for asset management. And we also have a live temperature chart here where you can view timestamps and temperature readings for each sensor. And then you can also click on the gear icons for each sensor to modify each sensor's settings. So you can change the name, change the location. You can also change whether it's in the freezer or fridge and set each individual pin for each sensor. Now from here, you can also access our configurable alerting module where you can configure when the devices uplink data into the cloud. You can also modify their thresholds so that you can set custom thresholds and send alerts whenever any of these temperatures are crossed. And you can also access our core alerting service where you can then choose who receives alerts and how. Now, when you want to add a new sensor to your account, you can click on the new sensor button over here. Adding IoT sensors is a very difficult process, but we wanted to rethink the whole process to the point where you just have to enter in the device EUI currently present on your sensor. Now, all you have to do is type in this EUI, give it a name, set a location for it, and then once you enter all that information in, the sensor will be added to your account and you can start monitoring live temperatures and setting alerts for them. Now I'll hand you over to Adam, who will speak more about the other features on our central web dashboard.
Thanks, Aaron. So beyond our dashboard, we have a lot of other features. We have a locations page where you can view your fridges and have a larger map view. Our next two pages are for inventory management. We have this feature on our website so that you can track what is stored in each of your fridges and manage your storage. We have the items page as well for this feature, and you can manage your items and see what you're storing. We have our alerts page with a history of alerts from the sensors, and you can export this data to a CSV file so that you can view it with your company. Next up, we have the AI assistant, where you can ask it pretty much any question about your devices, about storing items, and the temperatures that they should be stored at, and pretty much anything else. Next up, we have a settings page, and profile page for editing your profile, signing out, and changing your password, as well as notification preferences. And then in our facility settings, you can go to your users and view who is part of your facility, change their permissions, and invite new users to your facility. You can also see your billing information on this page as well. So that's it for our website. I'll now take you to Drew, who will talk about how we did all of this.
Thanks, Adam. So let's take a look at how we're able to create this. So to start, we have our devices. These are LoRa. So they communicate with a gateway that is installed at the facility. The reason we use LoRa as opposed to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth is that the thick bridge insulation makes it really hard for those connections to get out, whereas LoRa can penetrate and easily reach the gateway. From there, we use cellular or Wi-Fi to send that information up to the cloud. We went full AWS for our project and built a serverless cloud architecture. To start, we have our AWS IoT Core, which handles device management and some data routing. Routes it over to a decoder, Lambda, which takes the raw packets transmitted from the devices and turns it into usable JSON. It gets dumped into a NoSQL database. For us, this is DynamoDB. From there, we have two different routes. We have our Express backend we wrote in TypeScript. Over here, it's pretty normal. It queries our NoSQL database and provides that user. From Dynamo, we have two routes. We have our Express backend API, which is written in TypeScript. We use AWS Cognito in front of this as our authentication, and this handles all of our role-based access. On the other end, we have our alerts. So this is done via event-driven programming. So the Lambda is triggered whenever a new data gets sent into the DynamoDB. Here, we can then use SMS or email and also push notifications to send the user alerts. Thank you all so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on Demo Day.